All right, let's just jump right in. We're at this really wild point in time where technology and creativity are on a total collision course. It's exciting, for sure, but it's also making some people pretty nervous. So today, we're going to unpack this whole world of AI-generated music.
Okay, so try to imagine this. It's 2023. You're scrolling online and bam, a new track called Heart on My Sleeve just drops. And it sounds, exactly like a brand new song from two of the biggest names in music, Drake and The Weeknd. The vocals, the production, the whole vibe. It was perfect. You'd swear it was them.
And well, the internet did what the internet does. It completely lost its mind. Fans were going wild. TikTok just exploded with this thing. We're talking millions of streams in like a matter of hours. The buzz was huge. Everyone was asking, is this real? Is there a secret album coming? But then, the plot twist. It wasn't them. It wasn't Drake. It wasn't The Weeknd. The whole thing was a fake. A deep fake, actually, made by someone who called themselves Ghostwriter 977. They had used AI to clone the voices so perfectly, it fooled everyone. Now, of course, Universal Music Group shut it down fast, but it was too late. The cat was out of the bag. We all saw what was possible, and the big debate? It was on.
So what are we looking at here? Is this the end of music as we know it? Or is it the beginning of something new? Because for a lot of artists, AI isn't the enemy. Far from it. They see it as this amazing new creative partner, a tool that can open up doors they didn't even know were there.
And this whole thing didn't just happen overnight, but the speed of it is, wow. Look at this timeline. We've had computer-generated music since way back in 1957 with these academic projects. But then check out the jump. You go from a kind of cute Beatles-style AI song in 2016 to that viral Drake deepfake in 2023, and then a Grammy-winning song just 2 years later. The pace is just insane. It's accelerating like crazy.
And here's a perfect example of the good side of all this. Let's talk about the Beatles' last song, Now and Then. For decades, they had this old demo tape from John Lennon, right? But it was super noisy, basically unusable. They just couldn't get his voice out of the background hiss. Then comes this new AI. They used it to perfectly isolate John's voice, clean it all up, and they finished the song. Think about that. The AI didn't replace them, it literally rescued a piece of history.
Some artists are pushing the envelope even further. Take Grimes, for example. She's basically open-sourced her own voice with this project called Elf Tech. She's letting anybody, you, me, anyone, use an AI clone of her voice to make their own songs, and she'll even split the royalties with them. Her manager put it perfectly. It's about seeing creativity not as something you hoard, but as a conversation, something you share.
Okay, but for every artist who's excited about this, there's another who's hitting the brakes and asking a really important question. What's the trade-off here? Are we about to swap genuine human soul for cold, hard efficiency? And this is really the core of the whole debate, right? It's like two sides of the same coin. On one side, you've got AI as this amazing tool. It can bust you out of writer's block, it can help you get ideas down faster, super useful stuff. But on the other side, there's the fear that it's just going to lead to a bunch of soulless cookie-cutter music. Because, an AI hasn't lived a life, it's never had its heart broken. It's just mimicking the patterns of what actual humans have created.
And I saw this quote from a musician on Reddit that just nails it. They said, an AI can figure out the what and the how of music, but it can never, ever have the why. And that why is everything, right? It's the reason you pick up a guitar in the first place. It's the story you need to tell. That's the part the machine can't replicate.
And to understand the fear, you have to understand the scale we're talking about. Right now, today, more than 100,000 new songs get uploaded to Spotify every single day. One professor called it a coming tsunami of AI-generated songs. And you can see why, right? How is a real human artist supposed to cut through all that noise?
And then there's the legal mess. It's a total gray area. Okay, so if an AI creates a hit song, who owns it? The person who typed in the prompt? The tech company that made the AI itself? Right now, copyright law says a human has to be the author. So a song made only by an AI, technically nobody owns it. It is an absolute minefield.
So we've been talking about all the big, high-level ideas. The good, the bad, the ugly. But let's get practical. How easy is this to actually do? Well, the answer might just blow your mind.
So first off, what are we even talking about here? Basically, generative AI music is when you have an AI that's been fed a gigantic library of music. Just tons of it. It learns all the patterns, the styles, the chord progressions, and then you can just give it a simple text command, a prompt, and it will spit out a brand new song for you. And here's how ridiculously easy it is. This is literally the playbook. You don't need a guitar, you don't need a studio, you just, step 1, ask something like ChatGPT to help you describe a cool music style. Step 2, you take that description and pop it into a music AI like Suno. Step 3, you create a fake band photo with an image generator. And step 4, you upload it to Spotify. Done.
And if you're wondering how fast this all is, get this. A team at CBS News decided to try it out. They invented a fake artist, Sadie Winers. From the moment they typed the prompt to having a completely finished song with lyrics, vocals, the whole shebang, it took them 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes. That's just wild.
So, where does all this leave us? It's pretty clear AI can be a powerful collaborator, right? But it can also be a threat. And we now know it's a tool that anyone can use in minutes. It really makes you step back and ask some pretty fundamental questions, like, what do we even want music to be? And why do we care about it so much in the first place? Okay, let's just lay it all out one last time, side by side. On one side, you've got the promise, total innovation, a tool that helps us create, that makes music accessible to everyone, that can even bring back lost art. But on the other side, you've got the peril, endless imitation, a sea of content without a soul, a potential legal nightmare, and a system that could push human artists to the side. Those are the two paths in front of us.
But that same CBS report brought up a really interesting point. What about the listener? What about us? They went out on the streets of Nashville, the music city, played people that fake song and asked, would you care if this was made by an AI? And one person's answer was just blunt. I'm going to go with no. Which raises a huge question. At the end of the day, if a song is just good, do most of us actually care where it came from?
But for so many artists, and I think for a lot of fans too, the how is the whole point. We connect to music because of the human story behind it, you know? The struggle, the heartbreak, the joy that went into making it. Who's going to get excited about an artist's backstory if it's just, well, I typed a few words into my laptop and boom, there's a hit song? That human connection is exactly what people are afraid we're about to lose.
And that brings us to the final, maybe the biggest question of all. Look, this technology is only getting better. And it's getting better fast. So we're hurtling towards a future where AI-made music is going to be completely, totally indistinguishable from the stuff humans make. And when that day comes, and it is coming, when you honestly can't tell the difference anymore, does it matter? That's the question the entire music world, and really all of us, are going to have to answer.